Hello, my beautiful friends. It is July 11, and I'm just making sure that we have a green light to go live because sometimes the energy is really strong here. So today's video, I believe it'll be very short, and this is about a story that may inspire you to look at your life differently. First of all, say hello to Peace Bear. This is a temporary bear. I'm waiting for my next Build-A-Bear experience so I could have my next bear. The first one, if many of you have looked at previous videos, Sapphire has been gifted to a beautiful child and is now residing with them. So, giving a rainbow hug to everybody. If you're empathic, you'll probably feel that energy just a little bit. So let's talk about the value of a dollar. It's different if you ask Bill Gates what a dollar is, or Donald Trump, or somebody of that nature. If you ask somebody from, let's say, a part of Mexico or the US or anywhere who they're having a tough time looking for their next meal. Now, I fortunately have lived with so much more blessings than many people, but I have struggled for the good part of my life. Up until recently, I always thought it was very, I guess you could say the old thought pattern was, I must work hard to feed myself or to pay my bills, different things. And I just recently, a few years ago, understood that's not the case. It is the case if I choose to accept it, but it doesn't have to be the case. How is it that I have just as much to offer this world as another person who's working 10 hours a month, earning could be $1,000 an hour, kind of an idea. So I knew something was off. So let's talk about this value of a dollar. I have a friend who has a furry child, a little kitten. And the kitten, I gave her a beautiful Hello Kitty stuffed animal. And she loves this. And she kept saying, Uncle Joshua, best gift ever. This cat was a little girl in a different life. And for some reason, she just loves Hello Kitty. Thought it was a little interesting in the beginning, but now I accept it fully. If I see Hello Kitty somewhere, she's saying hello to me. So she's saying, Uncle Joshua, best gift ever. And for a while, it was the best gift until somebody got her a blanket and a catnip toy, Hello Kitty. And she's like, wow, best gift ever. Then we're living on the East Coast. Then she has a lot of fur. She's a cat that has a lot of fur and very thick coat. And she's living in a place that the environment is very hot. On the East Coast, it's muggy at times. She's very uncomfortable, and the window's closed, and she doesn't have air in the house, and this is a temporary place for them. But she was so uncomfortable that she was miserable. And the way that it showed up a few days after I talked to my friend about, well, let's just imagine an air conditioning device or something just shows up at your doorstep and the universe just blesses because of all the love that you offer this world. You have it literally show up. All you have to do is open up the door and receive it. Come to find out, within 24 hours, she finds out that somebody has an air conditioning system. One of those things that you plug into, you put in the window, plug into the wall, kind of like a plug and play. So, and it was like a third or fourth of the price that it would be for other people. So, I mean, it was exactly divine timing. Less than 24 hours after it was spoken, she literally opened up the door. I walked in and put it right into her window, plugged it up. The thing was, her furry child was unable to look out the window, look at the birds and look at the cars and the people walking by. Now she's uncomfortable, very hot and sweaty, and she's miserable. The one thing that she had going for her, because she's kind of stuck in this room for now, again, this is really temporary, but my friend's roommate has two cats that they're challenged by a lot of light and a lot of love, and they see that this cat offers a lot of light and love. So they're challenged by it, and they're also drawn to that light. So it's difficult that this beautiful soul is stuck in this room, and now it's hot. Now she can't even go to her window. So I told my friend, I said, okay, now we manifest a way for you to have this air conditioning system and have your furry child be able to look out the window and have fun again. I think it was within 24 hours. I was going through some old stuff of mine, and I find an extension cord. And I bought it at a dollar store when I first moved to the East Coast, thinking, well, I don't know where I'm going to be. For the last 2 years before I arrived on the East Coast, I was moving from home to home, just asking God, where do you want me today? How do you want me to serve your children today? As long as you guide me and provide for me, I will show up in the best way I know how. And I was pretty much living out of one little carry case and a duffel bag, a military duffel bag, and that was everything I own, all of my possessions. It's grown to a little bit more since then. Instead of having like wash clothes every 3 days, now I wash clothes every week, so that's already a plus. Anyway, so I bought a few things during Christmas time, and one of them was an extension cord that can plug in 3 different things. And it happens to be the exact kind of plug that fits into my friend's outlets, because her apartment is an old style. It doesn't have the 3-prong, it has the 2-prong. It just so happens to be exactly that. So I am picked up from her 2 or 3 days later after our conversation, and I asked her, I said, well, we're going to be going to Starbucks to have a mentoring meeting. It's a mastermind meeting. Are you willing to exchange? You buy me a drink from Starbucks of my choice, of my size, and I'll gift you this beautiful extension cord. And she was like, I was going to buy you the drink anyway. You're mentoring us. You're providing so much value to my life. Absolutely. And this furry child that evening, because my friend put the device, the air conditioning device, in the other window, now they have cooler air, and she has a window to look out of, looking at the birds, look at the cars driving by and the people. And she is saying, Uncle Joshua, it is the best gift ever. She keeps saying, Uncle Joshua, best gift ever. It was $1. I bought it at a dollar store thinking that I would use it at some point. And after 6 months, I haven't used it yet. It was the best thing I could have offered her at the time, because it brings this furry child so much joy and happiness and peace and comfort. Just to have the opportunity to now have cooler air and more comfort and look out the window. So I'm going to ask you for one moment. Could you think of anything? Forget about the price, the value. Can you think of anything that you have in your home, or that you could purchase for $1 or $2 or even make for free, and gift it to somebody we would consider, like, in a lack of a better word, in need? Somebody who's looking for something that you could offer them that's free or very small price, but it will add so much value to them that they would spend the next 30 days thanking you, and you don't ask for anything in return. Or you might ask for a hug. Maybe invite me out to see a movie, or, just take me to the park and have fun. Something simple and easy. I knew that my friend was going to already gift me this tea from Starbucks, for mentoring her and another person. But it was just my way of saying exchange of value. See, I live in a world where we don't look at monetary prices, because if I were to put a price on what I mentor other people, what I offer as a coach, a guide, couldn't put a price on changing someone's life, or not even really changing their life, but showing them how to change their life, holding the space for someone's life to change. What kind of price can you put for somebody who had a significant health issue that is now enjoying life again without this issue? What price can you put on somebody who is now in touch with a loved one that they were previously having a difficult time communicating with? What kind of price can you put when somebody finally remembers, or for the first time, their true destiny on this planet at this time? Not only that, but they're living it. You see, I have a friend. She and I are building a team of people. And it is so fun and so easy. We're showing people how to dream again, how to live, love life, enjoy life. We're building a support system that is allowing people to come and know that when they face a challenge or a difficult time, a healing process, when they're facing anger, a breakup, a loss of a loved one, or a job, or a business, or struggling, suffering, limiting in any possible way, we're there for them. When they're experiencing their highs, their lows, and everything in between, we're there. So I'm going to ask you just for a moment, imagine, what if you wake up tomorrow and you have a team of people, both in physical form and non-physical form, that are reminding you and guiding you. Now that you're dreaming again, now that you know what your passions are, you know what lights you up inside. Imagine you wake up tomorrow and there's a group of people, both in physical and non-physical form, a group of beings that are supporting you every step of the way, guaranteeing your success, walking with you step by step. What would life be like if you knew there was enough money in your bank account when you woke up tomorrow, that whatever experience you wanted to have, all the resources would be there? Whether you had $10 to your name, whether you had $10,000 in your bank account, but you knew that if you wanted to go to Disneyland, you had no money, but you knew that if you went to Disneyland, somebody would buy you a ticket. Somebody would gift you a ticket. You would find money. You would go play a scratch ticket along the way. What if you knew for certain that whatever you wanted to experience, for your highest good, of course, all the resources would be there? This is the world that I live in. It's no longer about money. It's about what you're looking to use with that money. You want to gift a charity? Okay, then talk about gifting a charity. You want to donate to someone? Then let's talk about that. You want to get married, buy a home, own a car, raise a child, start a business, go on a trip? What do you want? Forget about the money. What do you want? What do you want? And from that space, if it brings you joy and happiness, if it lights you up, this is what my friend and I are offering people who are ready for this. And you might say, Joshua, I believe in you. In my heart, I'm guided to your videos. I want to be part of the system so much. I want this life that you're talking about, but I can't afford it. Then I'm going to tell you, When you're ready, when you're truly ready, it's not even about affording it. It's about saying, angels, masters, guides, spirits, loved ones, universe, God, whoever, whatever you want to say. You can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm not going to live this way anymore. Joshua spoke about a life and about a world where people offer their services and their gifts to others in exchange of energy, but it doesn't have to be about money. I've exchanged a $5,000 service to somebody. Profound changes. And I received a book in return. It cost less than $10. I said dollars? Dollars. What this book offers me, besides the exchange of energy that she believes she received something, she gave something, it's giving me so much value in my life that is so worth it. It's changing my life permanently. Can't put a price on that either. Another person offered her a $300 so-called service. She's taking me to a movie. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy myself. Totally worth it. So let's imagine you want to live in this world that I am speaking of. You say, Joshua, at this current time, I'm lacking the money. Don't have a computer. I'm using a friend's phone, and I don't even have a home. I'm living on a couch. And I'm going to say, reach into your heart. Whoever or whatever you want to say, I want to live in this world with Joshua. I want to live in Joshua's world. I know, I believe I have something more to offer this world. I don't know how. I don't know what it looks like. I'm afraid. It doesn't matter what it is. But I'm ready to receive the benefits that Joshua is offering this world now. I'm ready to face my fears, knowing that I have support here. If there is one person in this world who knows what it feels like to face the darkest moments in life, every possible abuse in extreme conditions, beaten to death, nearly to death, several times, struggled and lived in a world of anger and war and hate most of my life, over 30 years, and now living a life of pure love for all beings, pure peace under almost all conditions. The only time I'm not at peace in a physical sense is when I'm healing myself through the physical experiences, but the vibrations that are moving through me are at peace consistently, because I made a promise to God September 11, 2009. I will bring 10,000 people to you that vibrate peace consistently so that only peace will exist in this world. I didn't know what I was getting into, of course, but I am now at that space where I can show others how to vibrate love and peace consistently. I can show you how to go from one side of the pendulum to the other, because I've walked it personally in this lifetime. So when I tell you I know how to assist you, when I tell you that you have legions of non-physical beings assisting you, many of you are picking it up through this conversation, through the words, through the vibrations, through the frequency. Some of you may be feeling a vibrational change in your body. Some of you may not even know why you're watching this video. If you're ready to live the life you were here to live, if you're ready to step into your promised land, if you're ready to experience your paradise, so that the rest of the world can remember theirs, if you're ready to let go of that stress and that struggle, that lack of limitation, if you're ready to shine brighter and lighter every single day, if you're ready to experience ease and joy, peace and love, and have someone and someone's and team, groups, systems to assist you every step of the way, every single step of the way, in every area of your life, then reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Joshua Weightman, Joshua Weightman. I may put a link on this video, I may not, but if you're meant to find me, you will. If in your heart you're lighting up right now, you may say, Joshua, it's not going to come through your way, but you have just given me hope. You've given me the way. This is just one of infinite ways to find yourself. I send you so much love, so much light, so much happiness. I'm sorry for all the pain that you've moved through. I'm sorry for all the suffer, the lack, the limitation. Because before you incarnated, you knew. But then you knew when you got here you would forget. So that you could one day remember. And for many of you, this is that day. This is that moment. I love you unconditionally. I feel peace in my heart wherever you are in your journey. And if you become part of our team, bless you. And if you choose another way, bless you. And if you're fighting what I'm telling you, bless you. And if you're not ready, but a seed was planted, and you will accept it later in this lifetime, bless you. Thank you for being in my world and in my life. Thank you for showing up exactly who you are in this moment. I could not have asked for a more divine experience with you, however you are. My beautiful brothers and sisters of the light, we bring you peace. We bring you hope. We bring you love. This is all for now. We are signing off. Namaste.